Okay, had an issue again. Still working on E, factored it. The first one needs an x plus 2, so we're going to put an x plus 2 here and an x plus 2 here. So then when I distribute, I get x squared plus 2x. Leave my denominator factored, and then minus 3. So this one, that minus 3, because it didn't need anything. It had the x plus 3, x plus 2, and then you've got the minus 3. Okay? Now this actually factors. X squared plus 2x minus 3 factors. It factors into x plus 3, x minus 1. Because 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, and 3 minus 1 is 2. So what happens is we can cancel more. So I'd have x minus 1 over x plus 2, and you can't go any further. Don't go any further than that right there. Just that. Then for f, we've got negative 1 over t to the 4th minus 2. Yes. And then plus t plus 9 over negative t plus t to the 4th. Whoops, that's not right. That's not how it starts, sorry. T plus 9 over 2 minus t to the 4th, because those have got to be opposite. Those signs are opposite. So it's negative 1 plus t plus 9, and then t to the 4th minus 2, and 2 minus t to the 4th. So again, we're off by signs. So all I have to do is pick one of them, either the first one or the second one, and change all of the signs, every one of the signs. So on the second one, I'm going to change all of the signs. Every one of the signs have to change. So then t to the 4th minus 2 is my denominator. Then negative 1 and negative 9, those are like terms. And so I can have negative t minus 10. Because that negative t right there. Okay, so that's F. We're not doing G, so you're going to skip G. I don't know if I put that on my MCS or not, but you skip G. So we did A through F on the practice. Then for the lesson, you're going to do 1 through 6, 8 through 14, 19, 22, 23, 23, and 27. And I'm going to show you a few of these now that I want to talk about. 1 and 2 are the distance formula, so make sure you use the distance formula on 1 and 2. Some of you have your distance formula incorrect, so let me write it down. x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. So there's your distance formula. Make sure you use that distance formula for that. And you want it in simplest radical form, so make sure you leave it simplified radical form. And then number 3, you've got 6x squared plus 17x plus 12, because you have to rewrite it. You have to put it in the right order. And this is where you do the 6 times the 12, and you get 72. And then you need factors of 72 that give you 17. And everything is positive. So you got to think through the factors of 72 to give you 17, which would be 9 and 8. So then you could do 6x squared plus 9x plus 8x plus 12, because 9 plus 8 is 17. Then take a 3x out of the first two, that leaves 2x plus 3. Take a 4 out of the second two, that leaves 2x plus 3. So again, just reminding you of this advanced factoring. So you'd get 2x plus 3, 3x plus 4. Then on 4, I'm going to get you to a certain point and let you finish it. So 4, it should be 4t squared. You've got to put it in order again, plus 21t minus 49. So you have to multiply 4 and negative 49. That gives you negative 196. Okay, so 4t squared plus 21t minus 49 gives you negative 196. The factors of negative 196 are 28 and negative 7. So then you plug in 4t squared plus 28t minus 7t minus 49. And then you should be able to get it from there. Take a 4t out of the first two, take a negative 7 out of the second two. So 4t and then parentheses, take a negative 7 and then parentheses, and finish it from there. Okay? Then 5 and 6 are both perfect square trinomials. 9x to the 4th plus 42 x squared y plus 49y squared. It's weird because you've got the x squared and the y, but if you look at the square root, that's 3x squared, so that's where you're going to get your x squared from. This is 7y, so that's where you're going to get your y from. When you multiply them, it's 21x squared y. If you double it, you've got the 42. So 7x squared, sorry, it's not a 7, 3x squared plus 7y, all squared. Perfect square trinomial. That's how a perfect square trinomial factors. So number 7 does the same thing, x to the 6 plus 16x cubed plus 64. So I'm going to get you to a certain point, and you're going to finish it. Square root here is 8. Square root here is x cubed. 8x cubed. Double it, you get 16. So you should have something in parentheses squared. So you finish up number 6. It is a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so you finish that up. Number 12, you've got 4y over x minus 5y over 2x. So you need a common denominator. Your common denominator would be 2x, so you'd multiply the first one by 2. So that would be 8y minus 5y, which would give you 3y over 2x. So that's the way number 12 should work. Then 19, you're going to use Pythagorean theorem on to check that. 22, you're canceling stuff. 23, you're going to do x squared minus 25 over x plus 5. X squared minus 25 is the difference of two squares, so it factors into x plus 5, x minus 5. So then you should be able to finish it from there on what happens on 23. And then 27... we've got 6 over 9q squared minus 3q over 9q squared. So, got like denominators, so 9q squared, and then 6 minus 3q. But you're not finished. You've got to try to factor. And in the top, you can take a 3 out. That leaves 2 minus q, and then 9q squared on the bottom. So then you can take a 3 out of 9, it leaves a 3. So you'd have 2 minus q over 3q squared. Now again, I know that's a lot of factoring. I've done a lot of them, but I just wanted to go over that factoring with you again. I actually want to go back and look at number 8, because number 8 is factoring, so I want to get everything factored, and then I'm going to let you finish it. I want to talk about the factoring on this. Okay, so this is number 8. So you can take a 2 out here and you get x minus 8. You can take a 3 out here and that's it, and you get y squared plus x. That's all you can take is a 3. Then you can take a 3 out of the bottom and you get x minus 8. So from there, you should be able to cancel stuff. Look at the x minus 8s, look at the 3s. 2 goes into 6 and 1 leave a 3. So that'll finish you up on that. And that finishes up lesson 90. Now remember, I had to break it up into 2 videos because my phone messed up. And this lesson 90 is due Monday the 13th.